Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are at the final war of this crush tactic against the Shellers, XK9, the Brotherhood. And to finish the season off, we've got my trio of MVPs, Tigra, Crossbones, and Captain Sam, who I need to right a couple of wrongs with, or just one, actually, if you watched my previous video. I enjoyed this war personally, even though it didn't go great as an alliance, but we'll get to that later. We're doing Path 8 today, with the exception of Hulkling, because Tigra can't take him. Then we've got Thing and Sauron and Gorr on the boss island. So 3 Path fights and 3 minis. Let's get to it. We'll start off with Manthing, who I haven't taken with Tigra for a long time. I enjoy this fight, particularly with her. She works really nicely for it. The neutralize shuts off his pustule buffs on her, which means they can't. Means if they can't proc, they can't expire, which means she can't get poison and fuel MD and whatever else. So yeah, works really nicely for it. We decided to push this last war because we were in Masters and wanted to secure our place there. He caught me off guard there with a heavy, which I did manage to avoid. The Unstoppable procced because I didn't have neutralize on him yet, and that's fine. I was a bit late there with the heavy, but it landed. Now we can just miss his special 1 and fry him down with a couple of big special 2s. This one isn't going to be enough to kill him. This one is. Good, so nice and clean to start with, and then we move on to Galan on node 17, which didn't go quite so smoothly, even though this is obviously a top typical Tigra fight. Again, we don't really care about the nodes here. It's a shame because obviously she used to be able to boss the entire of Path 8, but with Force of Will added to node 35, she can't be used there anymore. Yeah, went in for this. Should be a nice easy fight. I did just make one error. He was a bit passive there. I was really late with throwing my heavy for some reason. I just fumbled it, which caused me to eat a special 1. Luckily his harvest wasn't up yet, and I decided to adapt my play. Rather than build to special 2, I'd just fire a couple of special 1s just to get his harvest charges back down to 0. So no big special 2 nuke here. But I just managed to keep it nice and safe. Didn't get quite 2 bars, but special 1's enough to clean it off. Bit of a scary hiccup there. We adapted to save the play and get him down. So nice and easy, nothing that a couple of potions can't fix. Moving on to section 2, we are going for Stripper Storm against the Claw 69, who actually used to be my dear friend Horrell's Heating, who's changed his name. So a shout out to you, my dear friend. Sort of. And this is just a really nice Sam Wilson fight. No Odin pre-fights as have been the last couple of wars, which will aid me in my next fight with him as well. But again, we will get to that when the time comes. Not really sure why I bothered with Tech Power Back boost there. Just thought like giving a little extra nudge. We learnt from the previous fight that even with 200% you don't get too much power back. So I went with a combat regen. Don't really need anything else. Didn't even need that, to be honest. Storm isn't a tactic defender, so it's even easier than usual, but nevertheless still, as long as I get intercepts in, she will completely power drain when she fires a special. I'm getting some really big rupture bursts as well, which is really nice and satisfying. So yeah, I enjoyed this Sam Wilson fight a lot more than I have my previous ones, just because he seems to hit a hell of a lot harder, which is always nice. We're going to come up to a big special 2 here with some more big rupture damage. 22k burst there, I think it was, so that was fun. Much bigger than I expected, to be honest. Yeah. I was trying to bait another special 1. She wasn't playing ball, so I just knocked her down with a couple of combos. And yeah, really nice and easy. 1% health lost. And now we can move on to Thing on node 38. We've got a Wags pre-fight on so that I can parry after knockdown, because he'll be debuff immune. I've managed to avoid fighting Thing this season, so I was a little bit nervy. I don't particularly enjoy fighting him. And with my newfound Crossbones confidence, I was, again, just a bit nervous, purely because I haven't done it before, expecting to slip up a little bit, but this went really nicely. Crossbones obviously shuts down Thing's ability accuracy, and he doesn't build up his rock stacks. He'll build a couple here and there, but I don't think we get past 7, which is nice. The plan is to push into Special 2 and punish his heavies. Special 2 is easy to dex and then back off, and then as with Photon, the route allows me to punish the special nice and easily with heavy. I wasn't expecting to get to him to fire a special 1. Kind of surprised me with that one, but we dealt with it nicely, and he's just absolutely cooking down. Yeah, Crossbones performing. I mean, I expected Crossbones to perform very well. I didn't expect myself to perform as well. So, yeah, really super pleased with how this is going. I wanted to keep the special 1s rather than 2 because the Incinerates won't do anything anyway, as he'll be immune to them. And one more heavy, and he's gone. Far better and smoother fight than I expected it to go. So, really, really happy with that. Now we're going to come to node 40 Sauron once again. You'll remember from last war, again if you bothered to watch it or care that much, I messed it up in the sense that I forgot about his unblockable basics after getting enough prowess. So I just made sure to be careful here. Dying to this fight on my final war of the season, which I've done many times before, both dying and taking this fight, was not an option. So we are going to get it right. As I alluded to previously, I've got no Odin pre-fights on me this time, which means less buffs, which means a lesser punished combat power rate, which means I can throw a couple of specials in this fight occasionally. Not that I really bothered to. I did a lot of dexing and backing off, so I think overall I might have managed to throw another special. I honestly can't remember. All I can remember is that this fight went really nicely and exactly to plan. We're going to keep him to special 1. I could have obviously comboed into him a bit more, but special 2 on the block hurts a lot, and I have no interest in taking that. As we approach the arse end of the fight, we can see it's been a success. Again, really pleased with that. Pleased for my last Sam Wilson fight of the season. I probably won't get to use him again anytime soon, so no, it's been enjoyable. I've really enjoyed using him and making good use of his utility, so that's been nice. And now we come to our final fight of the season against, I was about to say against Maestro, but it's against Gorr, owned by someone called Maestro. Again, another Tigra fight. I didn't really want to use an invulnerability boost here. I'll admit I was just being stingy. Also, Power Start 1 isn't an option. Not that I need, because he would get Vigilance, although he wouldn't be missing me anyway. But I just went with the combat regen just to keep my health topped up, as I didn't intend on messing up and taking damage anyway. I started out a little bit stingy. I didn't want my senses to expire. Luckily he threw the special 1 when he did, and he's a good boy and fires another one for me, which allows me to punish, get to 2 bars, and the special 2 is going to destroy him in 1. 22 hits, big rank 2 7-star Gorr, not quite 400k health, And that's that. I've had a slightly less than clean season, but pleased that my final war was clean and went very well and everything to plan. As you can see, we did lose, which was frustrating, but at the same time fine, because our plan wasn't to push this season anyway. We finished not quite top of Plat 1 and can now enjoy a semi-well-earned rest and break. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it all, and I will see you soon. Bye!